Potter's Charm has just poked his head in front over 6 Mile Bridge in the pale jacket on the right. Behind these, the yellow clay is brought out to look to a clear daylight as they come to the third last. Super Sunday is next. Final Demand in behind those in 5th position. Capuchy Pikers with the New Lion also making progress towards the inside, and these are going clear from Kiss Will. They come down to the second last flight of hurdles, and it's Potter's Charm to the yellow clay. Potter's Charm just to the yellow clay, and here's Final Demand in the orange, moving through to challenge, and the New Lion coming up on the inside. They run to the home turn, the big three in the market now, the yellow clay to Final Demand. The New Lion's a length and a half behind these. They've gone clear to Potter's Charm. One more to jump. The New Lion switches to the left. In the centre in orange is Final Demand. The yellow clay on the right. Any one of this trio, they're going to be very close at the last flight. At it now. The New Lion and the yellow clay go on to Final Demand into the closing stages. The yellow clay, the red cap, Jack Kennedy. The white cap is the New Lion, Harry Skelton, who's getting up. The New Lion has won the Turners. To the yellow clay, Final Demand, 40 Coats and Potter's Charm.
I believed he'd win. I always believed he'd win. In my heart, it just feels like it'd take a very good one to get past this horse, and I'm just so proud of the whole team. That we found him as a 3-year-old in an indoor school, actually where I was born, in Sandalhouse Farm, and it felt like he was just meant to be the whole way through. He's just brilliant, very special.
Here's number 7 coming up. It's the open ditch at the top of the hill. Dancing City, Danny Mullins, big leap over it. And an error there from Ballyburn. He drops to the back of the field. Paul Townend has lost an iron. Getting it back now, so the favourite in some bother, Ballyburn, at the back of the field, but now back on an even keel. So an error at fence number 7. Dancing City continues to lead. It's a narrow lead though. Better Days Ahead and Lecky Watson have been close to him for a long way now. Top of the hill they come, 4th from the finish. Behind those and down is Cader Bourbon. Unseats the rider, number 6. Cader Bourbon is out of the race. And slow leap as well from Ballyburn. Favourite is 4 or 5 lengths behind the other 5 that continue as they begin their journey towards home. It's Dancing City, Better Days Ahead, Lecky Watson together. Length behind them is Gorgeous Tom. With Gorgeous Tom is Stellar Story. And Ballyburn trying to get back into it as they run down towards the third last fence. Moving on towards it now, it's still the yellow sleeves of Dancing City. From Better Days Ahead, and Dancing City an error there as they run towards the home turn. Lecky Watson is still with them. Gorgeous Tom is ridden along behind these. Then Stellar Story, followed by Ballyburn. They've got 2 fences to jump in the home straight, and running towards the home turn now, Lecky Watson in the red and white goes on to Better Days Ahead in 2nd place. Gorgeous Tom has moved into 3rd position. Stellar Story behind this, then Ballyburn and Dancing City. Lecky Watson at the second last. Good leap over it, landed by 2 lengths. 2 in 2nd position is Better Days Ahead. Then Stellar Story, final fence, Lecky Watson, up and over, landed by 3 lengths and up the running now. Sean O'Keefe on Lecky Watson in the Brown Advisory, lead by 3 or 4 lengths. 2nd position, Stellar Story, and with this is Better Days Ahead, but it's Lecky Watson who wins. 2nd position, the judge to split the noseband, it's Stellar Story, and the red cap of Better Days Ahead. Behind those, Gorgeous Tom and Ballyburn.
He winged the 3rd last, and I kind of knew it'd probably take I was just hoping Paul wasn't following in Ballyburn to come and do me or something, but I knew I was in with a big chance then, yeah.
So you weren't aware with what happened with Paul behind?
No, I wasn't. No, and in fairness, when I turned in, he actually had a right good look at the last 2 fences again, so I think he was just waiting in front as well, so but in fairness, he stuck at it then.
Al Gasparo and Bunting to beat the bat, and Mai Tai and Postoir right on the heels of these. And then Captain Morgs and Jimmy Du Seuil and Maxim ridden along. Colonel Mustard shaking up a little bit as well. And then comes Eagle Fang and King Alexander and Bally Adam right in the centre. Beckett Road in the yellow and red jacket is in behind this comfort zone. It'll be about 4 from the right there in green, trying to come into it as they jump over the 3rd last flight of hurdles. 2 more to go then. Al Gasparo in the yellow still leading. Impostoir, Colonel Mustard, Mai Tai, Bunting is still there. Be aware, about 3 or 4 from the left trying to get into it. The grey now as they come to the second last flight of hurdles, and jumping over that Bunting to Impostoir, and then Beat the Bat, and there's Colonel Mustard, and then Be Aware. Grey, 3 from the left coming into it. Jimmy Du Seuil is still there, and also Beacon Edge is there with a chance, and then Kill Alexander and Eagle Fang and Staffordshire Nod and Ballyburn wide open, but it's Nico de Boinville, Impostoir coming down towards the last to Beat the Bat in second place. Jimmy Du Seuil, Scarlet Sleeves nearest to us, and Ballyburn, Blue Cap is there as well, and also Colonel Mustard up towards the line, and Jimmy Du Seuil, Danny Mullins nearest to us, is going through and is going to win the Coral Cup. Jimmy Du Seuil to Impostoir, Ballyburn, Colonel Mustard, Beat the Bat. In behind those was Beckett Rhodes.
First run the handicap coming here, it's always difficult, and a year off the track as well, so you know you'd want to be banking on Willie Mullins to pull them kind of things out of the bag, but he did, jumped, travelled. I was delighted to have one of the fancied ones to aim with down to the last, and Nico just flattened out a bit. I wasn't sure what he'd find, but my lad hit the line very strong. It was a nice feeling.
And it's Iscaria Tem in the red and white. He'll have the advantage here. Gets over it well. French Dynamite took it in second. Stumptown is now back in sixth and chased along a little bit. Late Night Pass is in third. Mr. Coffee is in fourth. Then Chemical Energy, Stumptown, Vanillier, Wild Marsh, Cocoa Beach and Galvin. Only 4 more to go from here. Iscaria Tem, James Best having a great time out in front, but Gina Andrews on Late Night Extras moved through into second position now. Stumptown, Keith Donoghue, the green chasing him along, coming into it with 2 more to jump. They're running to home. The maroon and Mr. Coffee is there. Chemical Energy, white and green, red cap, Danny Gilligan coming into it. Vanillier behind these, and then French Dynamite at the second last fence. It's Iscaria Tem, Late Night Pass and Chemical Energy. Mr. Coffee and Stumptown are together in third and fourth places, but Stumptown is 3 lengths off the leader. This quintet are clear from Vanillier, and Late Night Pass has come through to lead. On the left is Chemical Energy. Stumptown in the green is 2 lengths behind them in third, attempting to run on. The final fence in the Glenfarclas, and it's Late Night Pass in the centre. Chemical Energy on the left, Stumptown on the right, and Stumptown has touched down just in front now to Late Night Pass in second position. Chemical Energy behind these, Vanillier running on in the closing stages. Keith Donoghue had to chase him along for a while, but Stumptown, the favourite, has won. Wins to Late Night Energy. Vanillier moved into third position. The Goffer is in fourth, then Mr. Coffee.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I thought we were in a little bit of bother for a while there. Just wasn't travelling the way he usually can. But listen,
what was that, do you think?
I don't know. I'll have to speak with Keith. But listen, he was a good winner in the end.
Yeah,
so,
but
yeah.
All of a sudden there he was, and he looked like he's one going away. Tell me why the cheek pieces went on.
Keith suggested it just to maybe help him in the finish. He thought he might need them, but I don't think he needs them during the race. But just if it came down to it in the finish.
Solness rejoined in second by Quilixios, the red, white and blue. And then Jonbon circling the field, asked up there, but he put down on it, hit it hard, and he almost pitched Nico de Boinville out the saddle. A jolting blunder from Jonbon. It's knocked him back into last place there as they race across the top of the track and head towards the open ditch. 4 out. Energumen from Quilixios. Marine Nationale found a 50, and Solness out wide, relegated to 5th, and then Captain Guinness to the nose-banded Liberty Hunter. And after that, a bad blunder. Jonbon is last of all, and just being given time by Nico to try and regain his composure as they come freewheeling on down the hill to make the long run towards the third last. So Jonbon last and detached as Energumen, the Royal Blue, has a narrow lead on the descent. Solness out wide going back up through the field. Then Quilixios, the red, white and blue to Founder 50. Marine Nationale in a yellow jacket has come there tanking along. Captain Guinness is right down on the inside. Liberty Hunter in the noseband is in touch. 3 out. Quilixios perhaps into a narrow lead, and Liberty Hunter is a faller, falling into the path of Jonbon, who remains last of all, and they're about to swing for home. 2 fences left to jump in the bet MGM Queen Mother Champion Chase. Marine Nationale has come there very powerfully. Energumen has stopped swiftly, has backed right out of it. Quilixios is fighting on, found a 50 back in third, and then Captain Guinness. But it's Marine Nationale on the inside of Quilixios. They turn to face the second last, inseparable. Marine Nationale jumping into a narrow lead. Quilixios is fighting on under pressure. They're clear of Captain Guinness, who's moved into third. The final fence, Marine Nationale, and Quilixios has tumbled out. Marine Nationale is left clear. Captain Guinness is back in third. Jonbon is plugging on. But it's Marine Nationale with a commanding advantage, running on powerfully. This could have been written in the heavens. Marine Nationale for an emotional win in the Queen Mother Champion Chase. Jonbon ran on to be second. Captain Guinness in third and Solness in fourth.
So, look, I'd like to say it's very poignant, it's very raw. The whole thing with Michael over the last 3 or 4 weeks has been absolutely horrible. And like, my thoughts and prayers are with the family. His friends, Charlotte, his girlfriend, is here. She was with us saddling up the horse. And everybody in racing, you know, it's a great community and everybody's come together for Michael. And I think this is hopefully a fitting tribute to him.
And that's wonderful to hear just how much him, his name, his memory is still such a part of this horse's journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said before, our career paths intersected. He started a 7-pound claimer with us and ended up winning 3 Grade 1s and being champion conditional. And I only did licence 2 years. And we went on an unbelievable journey. I mean, this is a magical creature. And he landed in our yard. We've only 16, 17 riding out at any one point in time. So, like, to get one like him, and then yesterday to get another one, like, I mean, it's, you pinch yourself.
Yeah.
And look, we're only guardians of these horses, and we just try and, our only edge being a small operation is try and give him as much time as we can. Like the horse yesterday, we bought him at the stores as a 3-year-old, and he didn't run till he was 6.
With money.
Yeah. And we just give them all the time and let them come to themselves.
Well, that's life, isn't it? You know, these things happen. I'd say it never went right from the start, really. The tape, we stood up against the tape and the tape pinged back and it went underneath his nose, and it's just sort of startled him for a second, and then you're on the back foot and they've gone hard, and yeah.
And the mistake 5 out when it came, what happened there?
I'd say there was a stride there, but I think he might have just lost his sight slightly and decided to chip in, didn't think that was there, so yeah.
Back towards the inner in mid-division, then American Mike, the red cap just ahead of So Scottish Midnight It Is and General Madrano. Then My Mate Mozzie and the light blue, they've already gone through halfway. Gaelic Arc is further back with Conyers Hill, third time Lucky Martyr Tour, and Primoz last detached and being pushed along as they race across the top of the track towards the open ditch. It's going to be 4 out in the Grand Annual. The nose-bounded Western Zephyr in the centre of a couple of greys. Trap Rain Law, an unexpected party. Dancing on My Own in fourth, got in close to it, passed by Nell's Son. Fringle Dyke, JPR1 in the black and yellow at this stage is poised in behind them as they begin to come on down the hill, now making the long run towards the third last. Western Zephyr, Trap Rain Law up the inner, unexpected party wide. Nell's Son in the cheek pieces is riding behind horses. Fringle Dyke is out deep. Jazzy Matty with the red sleeves. Jasko de Dam, the pink cap, is in behind them. JPR1, the black and yellow, only a couple lengths off them. Then the retreating Dancing on My Own to So Scottish. My Mate Mozzie's pulled out very wide. Took off in midfield in the light blue and orange, and now they're making the run back towards the home turn with 2 fences left to jump. An unexpected party has come through to lead. Last year's winner moves on here to Western Zephyr. Jazzy Matty with the red sleeves closing in from JPR1, Fringle Dyke circling them. My Mate Mozzie and the light blue getting into it with Jasko de Dam, the pink cap. Then Midnight It Is in a black jacket. They turn their heads for home. Unexpected party. Jazzy Matty joining him. JPR1 on the right. Then Jasko de Dam. JPR1 a jolting blunder. Unexpected party and Jazzy Matty move on to the last together. Rise and land as one. My Mate Mozzie back in third, and then Midnight It Is and it's Jazzy Matty from Unexpected Party. My Mate Mozzie is still running on. Jazzy Matty, Unexpected Party fighting on Willie. Jazzy Matty just doing best, grinds it out to win the Grand Annual. Unexpected Party went down fighting. Midnight it is in third, close for fourth between Jasco de Dam and My Mate Mozzie.
It went very smooth. Never missed a beat the whole way around there, and I'm sure everyone knows there's someone very special looking down on us today, and that's for Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. He never missed a beat, this horse, did he?
No, he was in such a great rhythm, and I didn't want to disappoint him anywhere. I was letting him stretch for a couple of fences, but it felt like he was just in such a rhythm, and I didn't want to break his stride.
And he found plenty up the hill.
He did. He really loves it around here. He just got touched off here the last day, but look, he really loves that hill, and he grinds it out.
Heads Up takes them across the top of the track and well beyond halfway in the Weatherby's Champion bumper. Heads Up has had the run of things so far. He Can't Dance remains in second ahead of Caballero Cliff, and then just in behind the leading trio, Calypso Chance and Danny Gilligan in fourth place. Shuttle Diplomacy has the rail as they begin the descent alongside No Drama this end, Sortudo in the black and yellow, then Idaho Sun and El Cairo in the red and brown, and Lancelot Len on the extreme right running on down the hill, the pink sleeves. Further back in the field, Copacabana is out wide, red sleeves is following through the white-faced Bambino Fever. Fortune de Mayor is on the move from the rear, the pink and blue towards the out of a Harry Skelton game of inches being finessed into it. Aqua Force though is detached and ridden along in last place, 6 or 7 lengths behind them. They're about to run the final turn, they're deep inside the last half mile in the Weatherby's Champion bumper. Heads Up, He Can't Dance the grey, then Calypso Chance, No Drama this end, Sortudo in the black and yellow, widest of all into the straight Bambino Fever. Caballero Cliff is cutting the corner to El Cairo, Shuttle Diplomacy, and then Sortudo uphill towards the last furlong and a half, and it's still Heads Up in front, made every inch, but here comes Bambino Fever under Jody Townend, and Bambino Fever now drawing alongside Heads Up. El Cairo running on in behind Caballero Cliff and Shuttle Diplomacy. Bambino Fever and Jody Townend. Willie Mullins again in the Champion bumper. Bambino Fever beats Heads Up, Shuttle Diplomacy, and Caballero Cliff close up.
Beyond cloud nine, I can't believe it. It will take a long time to sink in.
You were punching the air as you crossed the line.
Yeah, no, I was in front plenty sooner. She was running away at me coming down the hill, and I was looking up at the big screen thinking, please, someone don't come at me. But yeah, no, it was a big relief when we got to the line.
And what was the race like?
Yeah, no, I got a perfect position. I couldn't believe it when I jumped off and I managed to get where I wanted to be. It usually doesn't happen in that race. And yeah, no, she turned off with me when I went away from the stands here, and then once we turned down the hill and they got racing, she jumped on the bridle for me, and it couldn't have went any better.